Hey, y'all. Hey. Welcome back. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the recap edition of the Queens of Boxing Talk. I am Nik J, and this is my player partner, my best in boxing buddy, BOXIANA the Menace. Free, you're looking real cute in fall and wintry. I love the darkness of the colors of what's going on over there.
We look like heaven and hell today, don't we?
Now, no, I don't like that analogy. No.
I do.
You bringing hell today?
In hell today.
Who gonna be heaven and who gonna be hell?
I got on all this black, so I mean it's giving what it's supposed to give.
Oh Lord. Well, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be an interesting show, okay? How are you guys doing? It was an excellent weekend of boxing. Okay. Yes, I would just go ahead and acknowledge it from the top, from the rip, so y'all won't come in here with the jokes later and whatnot. Yes, my Cowboys got their asses handed it to them today.
They got their ass toe up. Not just a little bit of toe up, either a lot of toe up. They got their ass a lot of toe up. 31-10. I was like, good Lord. I couldn't wait to come on here because you gave my Texans such a hard ass time last week. What happened to them fucking Cowboys, friend?
It was cold. It was cold up there. And it was cold and raining and shit. That's how, that's it. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got no excuses. We got our ass whooped up on today. I have nothing. Call me Whitney.
You talking about me having a bad weekend, you too, because what happened to your high school team?
Oh, but you finna make me call you. Hold on, wait now. Hold up now. Cause what you don't want to do is get Linda and Harvey up in here on you, cause baby.
Ain't it, uncle? This ain't got nothing to do with y'all.
It do though. That's their alma mater.
It's y'all daughter. Y'all daughter be kicking below the belt all the time. All the time. And the few times that I get to. I'm going to, friend. You do it to me.
Listen, shout out to all the teams from the Triple D that represented in the state championships this weekend. Shout out to South Oak Cliff. Go ahead.
And I'm sorry, it's a little team that's not too far from me. Malakoff. They won.
Congratulations to Malakoff. Congratulations to them. Specifically to the teams from the Triple D. I'm speaking of Dallas, Duncanville, and DeSoto. Okay, we had Dallas, South Oak Cliff, we had Duncanville, we had Duncanville Panthers, and the DeSoto Eagles. They all represented this weekend at Cowboy Stadium in their respective divisions, trying to win the state championships. All three teams from the Dallas area represented on Saturday. Only one of them did not win. That team was the South Oak Cliff Golden Bears. They were going for a three-peat. The other two teams were going for a repeat, back-to-back repeat, and they were successful. But Sock was cheated. I don't care what nobody say. Them refs was on some complete and utter bull coin. Bull. It was shameful. It was shameful. Shout out to Coach Todd. Okay. We have ties. Todd went to TSU. I was at U of H right around the way. Shout out to Coach Todd and the Mecca, the South Oak Cliff Golden Bears. We'll be back next year on that ass. Now, y'all wouldn't know I didn't go to Skyline. Y'all would think I didn't go to Skyline, but I did. But I have familial ties at South Oak Cliff. So they are forever in my heart. Anyway, got me up here. I wasn't even trying. Shame on you, friend. My mama gonna be mad.
I'm sorry, Amy.
I
had to get her.
She gonna uninvite you. She gonna uninvite you.
No, I don't want to be uninvited. I don't want to be uninvited. I'm sorry.
Woo, y'all come on in. That was just a little back and forth jargon. This is some local foolishness we got going on and whatnot. Y'all come on in the room because there's a lot of boxing talk to get to. Okay, we had wonderful cards this weekend, and we also had Honey, there's been so much stewing. Oh, so much news coming out. We'll discuss it all. Y'all come on in the room. Sean Terrence, come on in. How you doing? I see you. Jay Lee, how are you? No evidence. 30340. I see you. Nakia, make 'em freeze. Anthony. Jason Pennywell, Tevis Smith, Pablo Escobar. How you doing? What's up, Marcus? Hi, Marcel Curry. Shogun 76. Just K. I see you. Joshua's Corner, D21519. What's up, Oak Cliff Sensei? Hey, BLTV, how you doing? Yeah, we finna go in. Georgia Peach, how you doing, Miss Denise? And our first super chat of the day, 280 online. He says, "Good evening, Queens. I love the alliteration in the title of this stream." Listen, 280 online. Did you feel the alliteration? I put thought into the. Listen. I love when somebody appreciate the work that I put in. Okay, because I do try. I do try sometimes. Listen, there were also some super chats that we did not see last stream and the stream before that. Y'all, look, we really appreciate all of our super chats. And if I miss anybody, please charge it to my head and not my heart, because we really, really do appreciate every itty bitty or huge amount that is donated to us. We really do. Thank you so much. GD, I see you. Josh J, I see you too. Andre Styles, Boxing and Barbecue, Joe Capone, Frank from the Lane. Hey Frank, how you doing? Shaquelle, how you doing? Hey, Big Chance. Girl, sweet baby Chance got an iPhone for his birthday.
I see you, Chance, looking like a grown man. I didn't realize y'all ain't been on social media like that. Please forgive me. So if I missed anything, I'm sorry. It's just a lot. Chance, you look like a grown man, and I don't like it.
Isn't he growing up?
Yeah, I want to jack somebody up, because where's the baby?
Girl, I called the number. I was so taken aback. Y'all, my sweet baby cousin is about to be double digits in a little bit. I'm just, oh my God. Anyway, thank y'all for coming.
Speaking of birthdays, it's my medium baby's birthday today too. Child, Trip turned 11. Bitch, I said 11D11, 1D1, 1D1, because 11, everybody else got T's in it.
T's, yes, 1D1. Happy birthday, Trip. And my mama's birthday was Saturday, y'all. Anyway, y'all come on in, because it's so much to discuss. I see all of y'all. What's up, Mel Cool J with the super chat? Hey, Nik J. Cowboys trash in his Bubba Dub voice. I gotta take that. I gotta take it right on the chin, just like Colbert did. I gotta take that on the chin. Nothing I can do, nothing I can say. Nothing I could do, nothing I could say. It was awful. It was terrible. It was awful. Come on in the room, have a seat, hit the like button on your way in, okay? We're about to get into all the fights that happened this weekend. Now, we did discuss Shadeja and Franchon on Friday. Once again, congratulations to Franchon, Cruz Dezern. But we're about to get Fred, where do you want to start? Do you want to start with the DAZN card, or do you want to start with the PBC card? PBC's last final Showtime card.
They had so much on that card. Let's go with that one last.
Okay. So there was the DAZN card, and I was only really interested in one fight. But friend, you said it was some other fights and some wonderful knockouts on that card. And is that the card that it was some other good fights and knockouts on? Because I missed
this card.
Yes,
man, say they was on there fighting for their meals. So I was like, "Whoa, sirs, hello."
Were they now?
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and tell me about it, because I was out of the
you know, I ain't good with no names. I caught the three fights leading up to Sunny. The two Hispanic men that was fighting. Listen, baby, when I tell you they was in there burning that barn back, they was lighting that bitch up. Like, they had to stop the fight. The man was getting beat up so bad, they had to stop him from getting his ass whooped anymore. Okay. I was like, oh my God, is he okay? Somebody help him, friend. He was just bleeding.
Did they stop it?
Hell yeah, they stopped that shit. It was, I was like, oh, you know, I don't like fights to be too
bloody.
Yeah, but it was, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that card because I came in right at I was out frolicking around this weekend, and so I came in right when Bam and Sonny were going into the ring, and I remember what you said on Friday. I remember you called him the what'd you call Sonny?
The light skin you came in, man.
Okay, so I had that in my mind. And so when he came out, first of all, I love the gamesmanship because Bam had Sonny waiting during the weigh-ins. You know, Bam was late getting to the weigh-ins. Sonny was there on time. Sonny let everybody know, did a nice little mic drop once he let us know. And so he returned the favor during the actual fight. So Bam came out first. Sonny had him wait, and then I happened to just listen to the music that Sonny came out. So I said, I know he ain't coming after Dreams and Nightmares. Sonny. Okay. So I'm gonna read these super chats, and we are going to get into how that fight turned out. Andre Styles, thank you, Andre. He says, "Ahoy! I'm in Minneapolis," and Colbert looked done. He was done. Big done. Okay. Ramses X. Hey, Ramses. Thank you for the super sticker. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so listen. They get into the ring. These gentlemen are small people. I have to reiterate the smallness because it's just I just can't believe it. But strong as hell. So the fight starts, and friend, I couldn't believe the fight played out the way it did. What happened, in your opinion? What happened? What went wrong? Yeah, tell me about it.
Honestly, Bam wouldn't allow him to move around the ring how he normally move around the ring. Like, Sonny was looking good. At the first, like, 4 or 5 rounds, I was like, yeah, Sonny, work him out. Bam got stronger as the fight went on. Like, that's the only thing that I can say to make it make sense. Like, by round 7, over there in Bam's corner, they were, like, already talking about who they was finna call out next. I was like, damn, they really are beating my guy like this. And then when Sonny didn't come back out, I wasn't mad because I want him to fight again. I didn't want him to get knocked out over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is his first time over here. Getting knocked out over here, that's crazy. Losing over here, I'll take my L. But, like, getting knocked out over here, he wasn't going to let Sonny knock him out. I appreciate the fact that after the fight, you know, they went up to him because they was talking a lot of shit to each other, like a shitload of shit to each other. So, like, I can appreciate the sportsmanship from the both of them. Like, I hate to see my guy lose. Like, man, I'm on a streak, man. I'm on a huge streak, friend.
A losing streak.
Whoa. Where'd that come from?
I mean, you said streak, but I mean, people wouldn't know if they didn't know. So I just wanted to be specific.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, you.
All right.
And then, like he was saying, already, like, by in the second round, he couldn't see. And I was like, damn, Bam was fucking him up. And then Sonny posted a picture on Twitter, and I was like, damn, Sonny.
He was hurt bad.
He was
hurt really bad. And I was listening to the commentary, and they said it in that second round. Immediately, you could tell the eye was on fire. And it was swelling, but his corner, they were able to kind of hold it off where it didn't puff up immediately. Because I've seen people get that eye tack and it immediately starts to swell and close. Well, it was swelling, but they were able to keep it at bay. But I just did not understand why Sonny did not fight his style. And I heard you say Bam wouldn't let him. Yeah, he wouldn't let him because Bam was stalking from the giddy up. From the giddy up, Bam was stalking. But still, it was like he abandoned it so soon. But it made sense after he explained that he couldn't see after the second round, that he was seeing double. So he didn't have the tools to do his normal Sonny Edwards. He didn't have the tools to fight the way he typically fights. He was just in there. And some nights it's like that. Some nights you just gotta sit on down and go on and fight. And I hated that for him. I hated that his eye was bludgeoned so early in the fight because he had to neglect his game plan. And I think if he were able to execute his game plan, the fight would have been better. Well, I know it would have been better, but I think it would have been a little bit more competitive. He may have still lost because Bam, he doesn't have the power to affect Bam. To me, in there, both of them are small men, but when I was watching the fight, it looked like Bam was the obviously stronger athlete of the two. His punches were thudding more because Sonny was catching Bam with some good stuff. He was catching him with some really good stuff, but was not affecting him at all. Bam was stalking all night long. He looked like David Benavidez in there. He was in his face. Wherever he was cutting off that ring, there was nowhere for Sonny to go. And he was trying to do all of that with limited eyesight. So my hat's off to Bam Rodriguez. He came in. He was on a mission. There was a whole lot of shit talking before this fight. He was able to keep his composure, go in there and do his thug thizzle. So shout out to Bam Rodriguez and shout out to Sonny Edwards because he fought his ass off. They were in there thumping. He did all that he could while he could, but his body couldn't withstand that thrashing because he just was getting beat up on. I mean, Bam was accurate as hell last night, and he couldn't get out the way. You could tell it felt like Bam was first, and normally Sonny's first. Normally Sonny gets off first. Well, he wasn't able to get off first last night. Definitely not after that eye was taxed, but really awesome competitive fight. I'm with you. I'm not mad at the stoppage. His corner stopped the fight because his guy couldn't see. I'm not sending my dude out there with limited eyesight, especially when the eye is already closed and the other one got cuts all under it. The man wants to fight another day. He wants to live to fight another day. I didn't have a problem with the stoppage, not one bit. Excellent fight. The Zone has been putting on some really, really good competitive cards this year. And that's not even closing out the year. They have another one coming next weekend that's going to close out their year. So listen, baby, that was the barn burner. Now, I'm going to read some of these super chats, and then we're going to go over the card, the PBC card. Okay. L9, thank you. He says, Sonny totally abandoned his style, stupid game plan. I agree.
He couldn't do anything. Like, even when he tried, Bam had something else for it. Like, he didn't have nothing for Bam. Like, he was doing good. And then he was doing good till he wasn't doing good no more.
He had limited resources after that second round. He just did. He had limited resources. And when you're fighting a competitor that's also an Apex competitor, you have to have all your resources available to you to stand a chance. And he just didn't. He just did. I would like to see a rematch. Actually, it was that competitive that I would love to see a rematch. Ty French, thank you so much. He says, LOL. He put the flu-flops on old Sherbert. # Queens. Yes, he did. And we about to talk about it. Yes, he did. Y'all come on in. Hey, Miss Naga, how you doing? L9 came back. He says, we ain't never escaping the UKI allegation. No, he did. Girl, Bam gave Sonny a UKI.
The UKI. Oh. That makes man say, man, I'm on a streak, man, and it's not a good one. It's not a good one. I got one more. I got two more in me. 2 more in me. If Tank get beat, my silver tooth theory is it didn't mean anything, friend. Oh dear God.
What's up, KO? Bam is a grown ass man. I mean, grizzly grown. Little grown ass man. He is. That was a great fight. It was so.
It was. And Sonny did great. And people, they be shitting on UK fighters, but y'all can't say shit about that one little UK fighter. Because he went out there and put his shit on the line for real. And he actually fought for his shit till he couldn't fight for it no more.
Exactly. And taking a page out of something I heard Eddie Hearn say, I was really I enjoyed the fight, but I enjoyed the fact that they got the shit done. Not when they were going for undisputed, but they got it done just for unification because it's the fight that they knew fans wanted to see. And so I think that's why I appreciated it so much, because they did not have to fight each other yesterday. They didn't have to do that. They could have waited and fought other fights and made some more money and waited till it was possibly an undisputed fight. They said to hell with all the politics and all that flim flam. We finna fight because I think I'm the best. You think you the best. We about to settle this rat now. I love that. I absolutely love that. And I appreciate that. And that's why when the fighters do put it on the line like that and somebody comes up short, because 9 times out of 10, that's what's going to happen. Somebody's going to lose. Do not be quick to write them off. And do not be quick to shit on them and say, oh, he quit or he stopped. Motherfucker, don't you want to see him fight again?
After one L, you should just retire to these new people that watch boxing. They're very strange.
Yeah, I hate that. So get well soon, Sonny Edwards. We want to see you back in the ring. Excellent fight. Excellent fight. I just really enjoyed it watching it. I really did. That was a good ass scrap to me. I loved it. So going over to the PBC card. Because the fight of the night was the fight that I thought was gonna be the fight of the night. Okay. I ain't finna talk about all them other undercards. I'm finna get straight to the smoke.
Before you do that,
go ahead.
I know there's some boxing fans in here that started that card at the prelims. And I haven't learned the 2 newest announcers that they had brought in, but it's a Caucasian man with a beard. Y'all help me out. And then there was somebody on there that the man with the beard and the glasses kept referring to as BC. And I know damn well y'all didn't try to replace Brian Custer at the last goddamn end of this shit. There's only one BC that people know. And it's Brian Custer on Showtime. Yeah, he was like, yeah, BC, what do you think about this? No. Custer is the only BC. Custer is the only BC that we acknowledge. Who the hell is BC that you are referring to, sir? Like, it was very strange for him to keep calling him that. And I was like, damn, this is weird that you're calling him this. And he did, friend. The entire night, he referred until the prelims were done. He kept referring to that man as BC. I think Puello, is that boy name? He was on the prelims.
Don't make me lie. I don't know.
Yeah, not Puello. I don't know. I gotta think his name, but it started with a P. He's all the way down at the prelims. I was like, damn, that shit, wow. But yeah, I was really weirded at that, friend.
Brian Campbell. That's his name, Jesse. Thanks, Jesse. Thank you. I love the chat. Y'all so interactive. I love it. Thank you so much. So let's just get on to the good parts. Okay. Because on Friday, we were trying to go back and forth and figure out, who did you pick on Friday?
Rayo.
Okay, you picked Rayo too. Okay, so we both picked Rayo to win. Okay. I was nervous because I felt like PBC had a plan for Colbert. But then I thought about it. If they really had a plan for him, they wouldn't have given the rematch. They would have taken him somewhere else. And so Chris Colbert and Jose Valenzuela, El Rayo, rematched their fight from earlier this year, where it was a controversial win for Chris Colbert. Chris did not want to give El Rayo this rematch, but some kind of way it was given to him. And man, in the buildup of this fight on the stage, it was crazy. It was crazy. So much so that they got into it so much on the press conference that they bet each other $50,000. And Rayo was very specific. I'm going to knock your ass out, is what he said to the man on stage in front of God and everybody. That's what he told him. I'm going to knock your ass out. You can bet that. And Chris was so mad, he gave him a little shoulder. When you ain't knocking nobody out. You ain't knocking nobody out. Oh, my gosh. Okay, cool. Well, we get to the fight, and I'm running to the house. Box say they getting in the ring, Nick. They getting in the ring. I'm running to the house. I get a text. He finna knock him out in the first round. I'm like, what? What? Wait a minute. Wait. I need to see it. So I'm rushing in the house, finally get my stuff set up, get my TV on, thinking we going. I think I made it to round 3, 4. I finally got my stuff situated. Man, Fridge, I'm gonna read this super chat, and I need you to explain to me what you saw with your eyeballs. What did you see? I have Andre Styles came back. He says Colbert owes Rayo $50K after that bet on Friday. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Well, Rayo said he don't got to give it to him now because it's the holidays and he can keep his money. That's what Rayo said last night.
Did he really?
Yeah.
How nice and thoughtful.
Because I would have took that nigga shit. Give me my money expeditiously in my TR voice.
Did he say he doesn't have to, or that he can wait?
He said he didn't have to. He said it's the holidays, you know what I'm saying? Like me knocking you out was enough.
Really?
Yeah. It was very nice of him because he's a really good dude for that. Because I'm telling you, I would have wanted my money Monday morning. Give me my shit Monday morning.
No,
After
I need
all
you
that
to go
shit,
into
you talk to me and nanny booed me on national TV. Friend, when Chris Colbert won that first fight, he nanny boo that man on national TV.
He did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He would have had to go into the Chicken Shack account to give me my bread. Give it to me. All of it. Give it to me, like you said, expeditiously. I want my cheese and I want it now. Yeah, rat now. Ramsey's X, thank you. He says, is this Ramsey's 10? Colbert got knocked out, not listening and arguing with his corner. Yes, we're about to talk about it. If I was in his corner, I wouldn't trade him anymore. And David Morrell is a beast. Yes, he is. And we are going to talk about it. Yes, we are.
Karma, not only do I want cash, I want my shit in all 10s.
You specific about the beat?
I'm real specific. I want 10s and 5s. Bust my shit down to the penny. Like I want all of that. Give me my shit. I want you to come over there in big, thick ass bricks of damn money, and I'm gonna hold that shit down my arm in front of your ass and take a picture. Chris Colbert's money.
After all the noise and the nanny boo booing, absolutely. Absolutely. Andre Styles, thank you so much. He says, I was in the crowd and we all thought he died. Say, man, the way he twisted around and was laying like he was cuddling under a good pillow, I was a little nervous.
Friend, he got knocked out on his stomach. Me and Vic, we were at VJ Christmas party last night and I seen it and I said, he looked. I was like, you got to watch it. And then he watched it. He said, oh, shit. We were shook at the Christmas party, friend.
It was bad. It was a statement knockout. Okay. I love when people do what they say they're gonna do. That it puts some extra stank on your name when you do what you say you're gonna do. I can't lie.
Rayo said he would come and knock him out. He did. And then did you see Chris Colbert talking about we need to bring it back? No, the fuck we don't. You done got beat twice. Because you lost that first fucking fight, sir. You lost.
You know who he needs to fight? Who? He needs to go back down to 130. And him and Hector Garcia are both coming off of losses. They need to run their rematch. If you're going to be fighting. Because you said you had a job for him.
He going to cosmetology school.
I can't lie. That's a great. He
always telling his goddamn hair.
That's perfect.
Why not be a colorist and get that shit done?
That's a perfect occupation. I think he should sell the chicken shacks. He may want to open up a cosmetology school. I like it. I like it a lot.
Chris's curls.
Chris's curls and cuts. Chris's curl cuts and color.
Chicken curl cuts and color.
That's it. Chris's chicken curl cuts and colors. That's it.
Chicken curl cuts and color.
That's it.
Baby, he gonna make a fucking killing. This the only place you can get a fade, a color, and a 2-piece and a biscuit with a pepper.
You know, you be in the salon all day hungry and shit. You can just go around the corner and get you a 2-piece. Listen, don't y'all come over here acting like we don't have the ideas. Don't y'all come over here acting like we don't give back to the boxing community. Don't act like that. Okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. Boxing fan times 4. Chris Colbert times 4. Chicken, color, cuts. Man say, little Beetlejuice Colbert can go sit down next to the other fake poor man's AB, Montana Love. That ain't that funny how they both got exposed back-to-back weekends?
You know what's strange about that? Like, we really need to stop playing boxing. Like, I can remember when I first got on Twitter, there used to be this guy. I can't remember him. I used to say Chris Colbert was not as good. I guess because they were from the same area. He would argue me down about this freaking Chris Colbert. Chris Colbert is going to be next up. He didn't disappeared. I ain't seen Chris Colbert all fucking day. Chris Colbert has been silenced. I don't like nobody that be talking the way he be talking and then be going out there getting beat up. Go on and open Chris chicken cuts and colors and have you a field day, sir, because no. Talking about we need to run it back. No. Well, the only thing you need to run back is a color course. A new frying lesson. I don't know.
Frying lessons?
Yeah, a seasoning course or something.
BF. What's up, BF? He says, Chris's curls, cuts, and colors. Yeah. Chicken, curls, cuts, and colors. Yeah. That. What's up, Stephen Elder Mac? He says, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's all right. Come on in. Pull on up. We're just getting started. Come on in. J Pitt City. Thank you, Jay. He says, brilliant post about Tank's opponent. Stop discrimination. Number 2, it's time for Colbert and Montana Love to open a seafood ball spot together. Oh, not the seafood ball. Now they can't do that because they ain't from the South like that.
And you know what? No, Montana Love can't do anything remotely in that. He needs a man job because he wear lip gloss and stuff. So I don't want to make no assumptions.
Well, I feel like he could definitely be a part of the cuts and curls because you know you tried to say he was a supermodel. That's what you tried to say.
I mean, he really looks like he could be a great esthetician. I ain't gonna cap.
That's what I'm saying. He falls right in line.
And he can do nails. And he can do nails.
BF came back. He says chicken curls and colors. Yeah. All that. Now Kia make them freeze Anthony. She says my baby says they can sell sherbet for dessert at the chicken shack. I love it. Nakia, I love that. Yeah. Yo, we are so creative. Don't tell me we can't put together a business plan. Don't you? What?
We changing lives one day at a time. We be telling y'all to come check out the Queens of Boxing retirement services. We really could put you in the area of some things. We good at it, y'all. We done found a bunch. Look at Mr. Principal Louis Ortiz. He out here doing school security now.
You know who really doing? Wait, pause. You know who really doing security? Johnny Wright. Come back, friend, come back. Yo, for real. I love Johnny. He know I love him. Johnny done posted. I didn't even listen to it. I just saw him. Johnny ass done posted talking about what he looking for. He looking for 7 figures. And in his post, he has on a shirt that says security on the side. I promise you, I kid you not. I kid you not. If y'all follow him, I know y'all saw it. I howled.
I don't want to work with you no more.
I'm just telling you what the man had on. He did. That's what he had on. I didn't. He did that. Anyhow.
I don't want to work with you no more. I don't want to work with you no more.
Okay, I'm not saying nothing else. Peace, Queens. Montana Love fought it out. Y'all are horrible. Horrible people. Boxing fan times 4 came back. He says Colbert was going to be Tank's first Negro to fight. That's what they were setting it up for. But you know, he was his first Negro / Mexican because, you know, Colbert really identifies as a Mexican. So he was going to fit right in, but he couldn't even get that part right. He couldn't even get that part right. Friend, what did you think about his performance? What did you think about him over there? He was not mentally in the fight at all. He was not listening to his corner. He was over there like it was a big joke to him.
You want to know why? Because he thought he beat Rayo in that first fight. He 100% thought that he beat him in that first fight. He did. He thought he beat him. So he went into this second fight. I already beat him. All I got to do in there is go in there and do the same thing that I did last time. He was laughing and shit, telling his corner to relax. Sir, you got relaxed.
Relaxed. Bone straight.
Bone straight. We couldn't even put you under the dryer to dry. We had to let you air dry. You were just brittle.
What was he thinking? What I almost feel like he was on something. I want to see what the drug test say when it come back because he was not in the frame of mind.
No. See, and that's where I have been telling everybody for a long time. This is Chris Colbert. This is the same Chris Colbert that y'all saw against Hector Garcia. The same exact one. The same exact one. And this same Chris Colbert that you saw last night was the same Chris Colbert that you saw against Rayo. He just didn't look as ass in that one. He looked a little bit better in that fight than he did in this one. He looked 100% piss poor. He got knocked into the bottom rope and stayed there. They had to come and resuscitate you basically and wake you up.
Like HB, the voice of reason. He had the bottom rope in a chokehold. He was cuddled up with the bottom rope.
He was asleep.
That's what I'm saying. He was asleep. Like he had, you know how you tuck the covers under when it's cold? He was like this.
And they had to peel him off that rope, roll him over. And once they rolled him on his back, he still didn't move. I was like, oh my God, is he unalived? Did he unalive him? Because he ain't moving. It didn't look like he was breathing and shit either.
It was awful.
It was awful. And then the camera was right there. It was the Morrell. Whoever hired Morrell's cameraman, say, you did a bid last night because I was like, oh my God, he is unalive. Get him some of that smelling shit. Put that shit on him.
Put that on his nose.
He was out.
He was really out. Listen, when they were putting the light in his eyes, he was still in no man's land. He got beat up real bad yesterday. It was a continuation to me of the former fight, the previous fight, because he didn't make any adjustments, and maybe it's what he thought, like you thought, friend. He really thought he beat that boy, and that it was just gonna be a repeat performance, and like that man wasn't coming to fight. That man felt slighted, and he told us he was not gonna let it go to the judge's hands, and he meant that. He meant that, and that was another fight that I was looking at. He just seemed so much stronger than Chris Colbert, because Chris was catching Rayo, I mean, I'm not finna sit up here and act like Rayo put on some masterclass boxing match. He still, to me, he comes in with his chin up. He has a lot of work to do. But Chris was throwing nothing that was hurting him. Absolutely nothing. And he was on a mission. So, congratulations to him. And I was happy to see that Senior was in the corner. I don't know if he's the head trainer, but he is still in the corner. They still have a relationship. He's still around. So I was good. I was happy to see that because that was one of my concerns. But he's still there. And at the end of this fight, when they asked him, who did he want next? He's a smart man. He's a very smart man because he called out none other than Gervonta Tank Davis, as he should. I mean, follow the trend. Why don't you? He has everything that you need to get a fight with Tank Davis. So I'm not mad at it at all. And I would not be surprised if that's the first fight we see back from Tank in 2024. Just saying.
I don't know. I think Tank back alley Shakur, and they after somebody else for Tank. He said he wanted more money, and that's all he wanted was more money. Let's give it to him. I don't know either, friends. But I'm willing to find out. I'm willing to wait.
I don't know. Main Biker, thank you so much. He says, they say hair dye seep into your brain. Colbert done. Hey, maybe that's what it is. Nakia, make them please. Anthony. She came back. She says taquitos, chicken, curls, cuts, colors. Wait a minute. Wait. She put taquitos in there. Taquitos, chicken, curls, colors, and cuts. You gotta go and throw donuts
Mexican.
in there. Churros.
I like it.
Churros, chicken,
chimichangas. Chimichangas, chicken, curls, colors, and cuts. No. Yeah. I like it. You gotta add a little spice up in there for it. Chimichangas, chicken.
Tell me we don't be brainstorming.
And on the fly. Nakia, the Queens of Boxing official word thrower.
Word thrower.
Word thrower.
Y'all silly. Ooh, y'all silly. Y'all so silly. Woo! Stephen Elder Mack, he says, Lil B-Hop went out like Big B-Hop. Didn't he? Didn't he? Went through, he didn't make it all the way out the ring like Big B-Hop. He did it like little B-Hop should have. He ain't quite go over the ring, out the ring.
Shit, damn near.
Close enough.
He was on the live for about 15 seconds, friend. He lost all the oxygen to his brain.
Listen, I know it was going to go bad for him in the earlier round. When you see somebody do this in the middle of the fight, because they know the punch is coming.
It was just me. Friend, he was preparing himself for them punches. After the first time he got hit, he was like, shit, I'm going to have to well up on these hoes because goddamn.
When you see somebody wincing like that in the... I mean, because I've seen people prepare to get hit, but they don't do like this. So I'm gonna need you to man up, like, or get out the way. But don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, Tevin Smith. Tevin Smith says Tank's team called Rayo's team before he got back to the locker room for that March fight day. We finna talk about it. Ronaldo Jimenez, thank you, Geraldo. Geraldo. Ronaldo, thank you. He said Sherbert should go to 130 and fight Navarrete. Ooh, you think he gonna go fight a real man?
Are you crazy? Are you insane? Hell no. Chris Colbert better go fuck with Hector Garcia, like my friend said. That's fucking with anybody else might get his ass unalive for real.
Again.
Shit.
For real. Yeah, no. He need to go. He need to ease on back down to 130. Go settle up with Hector Garcia. You know, like I said, Hector just got beat up by Lamont Roach, so they both, you know, they need that. They need to see each other. Me myself, thank you. He says I'm late. Free Kodak Black.
Kodak need to go to rehab, sir. He got a little drug problem. Ain't nobody drug shaming. You know y'all be doing the crazy shit, but the moment y'all pull out any illicit drugs with me and my friend around, we leaving. I'm just telling y'all that in initial advance. Don't pull that shit out around us. I'm leaving. I'm gone.
I hate that for him though, because I think he's a really smart young man.
I do too.
Yeah, I think he's a really smart young man, but he has demons that he fighting. So God bless him. We're gonna pray for Kodak. Okay. Presidential Mike, he says Rayo needs to rematch Edwin Tank versus Haney. I'm with you. And I think that would also be a really good fight. I would love to see him and Edwin again. I think that would be a
who and Edwin? Rayo and Edwin?
Yeah, because Edwin beat the shit out of Rayo. You remember that? He bopped him and knocked him out.
I'm trying to put Edwin in the ring with somebody else. Because if we can organize that and he go and beat Edwin way better than somebody else did, we got ourselves some bragging and negotiating rights at this point. Well, okay, I'm just wondering.
Out loud. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Brian Clark, thank you, Brian. He says Chris Colbert was more gimmick than talent. A big mouth with weird hair and no punching power. Tank KO's Rayo. Bam was too powerful for Sonny. Peace, Queens. Thank you, Brian. And I agree with that. I think Tank will knock the shit out of Rayo. But he's great for what, he fits Tank's resume. He fits what his trend is in opponents. So we shall see. Nakia, make them please. Anthony, she came back. She says, I actually work as an HR director. LOS. LOL. I'm just saying, I can tell. We could tell, friend. We could tell. And Devin Bell says, Nik J, how you doing, sweetheart? Devin, I'm doing fine. I know my boys, we came up on the short end of the stick tonight. I'm okay. I'm a resilient girl. Okay, I'll be okay.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Like, do you really want to see Chris Colbert back in the ring? Like, if we got to be technical, okay, this is loss number 3. Because I don't know about anybody else. I count that Rayo first fight as a loss. He lost that fight. It was a win for him on paper, but we watched what we watched, and he did not win. So with that being said, like, do we really honestly want to see him back in the ring? Honestly, people? Because he might fuck around and get hurt, for real. Like, if we just got to be honest. The way he got knocked out last night, that's let us know he's susceptible to a whole bunch of shit up there at 135. And I don't think he need to be up there punching with them boys.
No, I think he's going back down to 130. And that's where he should be if he decides to continue fighting. But like you said, who do we want to see him fight? Outside of him rematching with Hector Garcia, who is he going to fight? Who is he going to fight? And he's been clipped a few times. I want y'all to learn how to use the term chinny, because if there is a poster child for chinny, he would be it. Okay. Stop telling me folks is chinny who ain't never touched the canvas. Okay. Just saying. Nakia came back. She says, I only want to see him on the side as the fighter's uniform. She says, I only want to see him on the side as the fighter's uniform designer. Damn.
See, I see y'all listing out fights for this man. I like Chris Colbert versus Tevin Farmer. I can tolerate that. He might get in there and give Tevin Farmer some problems. But he needs to stay away from people like Oshaki Foster.
Oh, no.
And I know y'all think because Oshaki went down there to Mexico and he had a tough fight with that guy. Y'all need to know they ain't do nothing but make him better. So I don't think that's safe for Chris Colbert to be even barking in that direction. Like that's not the wave for him to go.
Yeah, no, not at all. So, shout out to Jose Venezuela on a spectacular knockout last night. He went in there, did what he said he was going to do, was a man of his word, and was even gracious in victory. And told the man, you know what? Pick your face up, enjoy your holidays. You ain't even got to pay me my $50,000, homeboy. You just, pick your face up. We good. I don't know what is next for Chris Colbert. He needs to go back to the lab because there's no reason why he should not have been able to adjust after all this time to what Rayo was landing. And I said it on Friday that he was going to catch a hot one. He was going to catch a hot right hand. And that's exactly what put
we said that in the first fight. Like the first fight and the second fight, we both picked Rayo to win. Chris Colbert is not that good. People are, I don't know how they got high on this guy, the way they got high on this guy. Like, I think Edwin beating Rayo kind of had people looking at him crazy for a little minute. But after he beat Chris Colbert in that first fight, I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. I knew then this second fight wasn't gonna be nothing but the same thing over again, probably worse, man. Like, and Chris Colbert is not good, and I don't want to see Chris Colbert hurt. I'll test him out at 130, see if I like how he looked down there. But in the meantime, in between time, we can't play boxing. 135 ain't for him. No. Like he's getting beat at 135.
Yeah. Period. He needs to definitely go back down. And I don't know if he needs to go down to 30 or 26. I really don't know. But his resistance is what concerns me at this point because he done been touched up so much that I don't know. That's a mental game as well as just a physical game. If he goes back down, he may be able to handle it. But, you've been touched so much now that your mind starts to play tricks on you. So he got a lot of thinking to do. Really and truly, he has a lot of thinking to do. What he wants to do with his career, where he wants to go next, who he wants to potentially fight next. But see, he's another one. I think he gave himself that name, Lil Beehive. Stop giving yourselves these nicknames that you ain't earned and shit like that. Stop that. Okay? Quit doing that. Ronaldo Jimenez, he came back and he says, hear me out. Sherbert versus Slickfoot Sonny Edwards. No. Sonny too little. No.
No. Y'all trying to get too small. And then let me tell you, we got to go back because let me tell y'all something. Y'all have to stop some of this boxing shit that y'all be doing. In no way, form, or fashion do y'all ever need to put these words in the same sentence. Bam Rodriguez versus Naoya Inoue. Those two motherfucking things don't never need to go in a sentence, you guys. Like, I know what y'all be thinking. The thought sounds really good, and y'all be like, y'all women don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Y'all don't know boxing. But then y'all men go on the internet and say shit like that. Those two things they'll never go in a set. Y'all trying to get that boy killed.
And I know what they thinking, like both of they're all small and it's small differences in the weight class, but no, and hell no.
Like what? I be asking like questions in my brain, like where y'all be coming up with some of the shit that y'all be coming up with. Like y'all be wanting to see murders. I honestly think y'all really do. Because like we make a joke, but like we saw what that man did to Stephen Fulton at his first fight at that weight. Y'all stop playing games with that man. I don't never y'all know how I feel about Bud. There's only some killers that are born every once in a while. And Bud is a killer. And that goddamn little ass anyway is a real motherfucking deal. Y'all stop playing in that man's face for he unalive one of your favorites.
Devin Bell. Okay. Devin Bell says he wasn't listening to his corner at all. And not even a little bit. He was over there playing. That's what he was doing. He was over there playing, not realizing he was about to go to sleep. He was playing. He was playing. And yes, Rolo, I love Junto. I love Junto. That may be a fight we want to see. But again, Bam is young. Bam is only 23. That's why I applaud him and Sonic getting in the ring because they did it so early. So we can see that matchup, and I would love to see it again, maybe 2 or 3 years down the line. But it's some good fight, and I'm really happy to see the little guys, the smaller the weight divisions, get some shine too. People are paying more attention to it, so that's also a good thing. Boxing Fan Times 4 came back and he says transracial fight. Shakur, Puerto Rico versus Colbert, Mexico. Call the fight card. Daddy issues. Y'all really be on y'all best bullshit, and I be so here for it because y'all crazy. I have to read that again. We're going to call it the transracial fight. Shakur Stevenson of Puerto Rico versus Chris Colbert of Mexico. And we're going to call the fight card Daddy Issues.
We're going to have Jared Anderson there. He'll be the co-main. I'm high on Keyshawn, so I'm taking him off the daddy list. He's acting like he got a father now. We'll put Shakur on there. That'll be a tie. Okay. We'll put Shakur and Colbert. And then we'll put Jared Anderson as the co-main. Damn, it don't feel good. Hey, Andre, don't get kicked out here. Friend, it's almost Christmas. And every time I'm telling you, this time of year, it really, really set me off because I always be thinking about that fucking PlayStation friend and my money. And how if I ever saw that man, I would try to choke him out.
I'm only 23. I'm sorry.
I don't care. I'm going to get that big ass security guard that Devin be walking around, and I'm just going to be like, choke him out right now. Choke him out. And I want them to jump on his back and wrap their fucking arms around his head like this and choke him out until he on the ground sleeping. Then I'm going to rob him. I'm going to take everything in his pockets, friend, and I hope it's debit cards. Because I'm fixing to go to Amazon and go crazy and have it all sent to somebody else's address. Yeah, we going wild. That's how he did me. Took my money and went on a damn holiday spree. And I'm a mother. Okay, friend.
Well, I'm going to start reading y'all comments because y'all be way... Y'all go down the rabbit hole, and I mean y'all go way down off and through there. Y'all cuts all the way up. I mean way up. So look, we have to talk about the main event from last night. I was not under the impression. I was hoping that it would be a better fight, more competitive fight than it ended up being. We had David Morrell versus what is the man's name?
Call my kid Agbeko.
Agbeko. And I was hoping that it would be a little bit competitive. I mean, a little bit. But when I saw the man fighting in the first round with his hands down and looking all wrong, I was like, is he going to even make it out the first round? David styled on the man like he should have. Got him up out of there in 2 rounds. I really still want to see. I know people want to see him in there with David, my guy, David Benavidez. And I want to see that too. But I don't know if he's quite ready yet. And the reason why I say that is because I saw him do something in that ring yesterday that he really didn't have to do. It really, for me, it boils down to, is he mature enough for the fight yet? Because with all the tools that he has, you don't have to show him all at one time. You know what I'm saying? Like yesterday, I saw him in the ring and he switched stances. And I know he probably just did it because he could with this gentleman. But then at the same time, it made me think like, why are you doing all of that? Like there's no need for you to do all of that right now. Like, what do you? I guess he was just doing it because he can, but to me, that shows a lack of maturity. Just this is my thinking. Because when you actually are in the ring with somebody that is going to challenge you, are you going to get nervous and start doing that old kind of twitchy shit? Or are you going to actually focus in fight? Like, I haven't seen him in a fight where he has to actually focus and adjust. He hasn't been in a fight like that yet. So I hear the people that are calling for him to fight David Benavidez, and that's cool. But I think David does something dirty to him. I do. I just believe that we might get to see it, though. If your boy ain't trying to fight him, we might get to see it. How'd you feel about that fight last night?
I seen you trying to slug me on the way in. You really been trying to get me since that earlier segment on the football teams. I seen you slugging me. And it's okay, friend. Come back. So here's my deal about David Morrell. I'm going to tell you, because remember I said, come back, friend. I ain't going to get on you, I promise. So we was at the Christmas party, right? So I was on my phone having to watch the fights instead of being able to watch them on TV. So I flipped over to the Zone and then flipped back to Showtime, and the fight was done. Like, I heard several things about this guy before the fight even came. Apparently, he had an aneurysm, or he had a spot on his brain that was bleeding, and they told him to go to another doctor, and then the other doctor said, well, there's nothing there. Brain bleeds don't heal overnight like that. Once that spot is there, it takes a couple of months for that shit to actually fucking heal. So something ain't sitting right in my spirit. And if I find out this man is in a coma, like that other man was in a coma because David Morrell put him in a coma, I'm going to have some questions, because which one of you doctors is fixing to lose your license?
He did have to get 2 or 3 different second opinions, and all of a sudden he was okay.
How many after that first one I would have stopped? I would have went for that second one. You know me, I'm that second and third opinion. Once I get that second one, I'm not going back to do shit. If I go to 2 different people and they both say the same thing, ain't no need for me to go to the third. That's insane, and I'm wasting my own time and my own fucking money.
Agbeko, Rolo. This was Agbeko.
Agbeko got a brain bleed, and it's so crazy that they would allow him to get in that ring and do any type of fighting. And if he get hurt, I got fucking questions, because that shit didn't heal overnight. I'm sorry.
And he looked slow and compromised to me, but you know, I'm not finna sit up here and act like I'm super familiar with him and his fight style and all of that. So that may be what he looks like all the time. But from the footage that I saw of him, he looked faster. He looked like he looked faster to me. So I don't know. Maybe David Morrell is that much faster and made him look that way. I don't know. But I'd like to see David in a little bit more competitive fight with a bigger name before they throw him in there with David Benavidez. I just would like, that's just me. And I think it would be a competitive fight with him and David Benavidez, but I think David Benavidez has too much experience and he just will beat him up right now.
We ain't even got to go that high. Is Boo Boo going back down to 160? He got Boo Boo, Caleb.
No. Boo Boo going back down.
Caleb playing.
But he does have
Charlo. It's plenty of goddamn competition. It's time for him to step up and stop whooping these oversized warehouse workers. Yeah. They gonna have to go back to work in a couple of months, because their money is getting cut down. They gotta get passed out to all they fucking camp people. And then you giving these damn oversized warehouse workers brain bleeds and shit. Now they disabled for the rest of their fucking life. On some bullshit. Now, give him somebody and let's see what he gonna do in there with some real hitters. I don't know. David Benavidez is like really the real hitter at 168, but it's some up there that he can fuck with. Okay, give him something, because he gonna fuck around and hurt somebody for real. Like, for real. They giving him the wrong people. These are not fighters that they giving them. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm reading the comments, and I read somewhere earlier in the comments somebody said that Agbeko said there was no testing, no drug testing for the fight, and then I read some Malcolm Xbox said that Agbeko accused him of possibly using steroids at the interview after the fight. So there's that.
I mean, I'm just saying, okay, we don't want to say people on the shit.
No.
But if we just have to like look at the shit, look at the way he's hurting people. Now, I know power is a real fucking thing, and people hurt people by punching them. This motherfucker has put 3 out of his 5 opponents in the hospital. All right. You want to get your ass out of here too, huh? Because none of your teams is doing very well. Everything in Arizona sucks. So let's not do that. With that being said, I hate to accuse anybody of anything, but the way he's hurting people, it's a little cause for pause. He's really, 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 really hurting people. Like, he put a man in a coma for 3 weeks, you guys. 3 weeks. This man was in a coma. That's scary.
It is. And again, I'm not putting it, we're not saying that about him, but it's come up. And apparently there was no drug testing for this fight. So it does make you scratch your head a little bit. I'm just saying. I want to see him in there with some. I want to see him in a step up fight. And yeah, we that's what I want to see. Anyway, so news from the weekend. And I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this, but we must discuss. So the big news of the weekend has been a $20 million offer, apparently. Is it real? Is it not? I want to talk about it from the perspective of Tank Davis, because we always talk about it from the perspective of Devin Haney and Bill Haney. I want to talk about it from the perspective of Tank Davis, because Tank has been active on Twitter. And he hadn't been active on Twitter in a while, but he popped out. He popped out, and he's been active on his social media. He's been active on Twitter. And I found some things very interesting that he said on Twitter. Now, I'm not reading verbatim, so please do not badger me about not saying exact words and whatnot. But from what I gathered, and it's so interesting because the youngsters, they type, I'm big on English, I'm big on punctuation and whatnot, because it matters when you're writing and shit. So the youngsters on Twitter, you know, they don't really be doing all of that. So you got to kind of figure out what they're saying, use your context clues and whatnot. So Tank, he made a statement about Al and Steven doing some type of deal that he didn't know anything about, so we may see him somewhere else. Did you read that statement? And I want to know what you gathered from that, because I know what I thought about it. And then when I came on YouTube and started listening to different people, I realized that shit was like a parable, and different people took away different things from that one statement. So I want to know what your interpretation of that was.
Tank ain't turned down no $20 million. I hate to call people liars, but somebody's lying. Let me stop. They've been waiting for us to argue about this shit. You know that, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm just going to say this. I'm tired. I get it. Everybody want to make it seem like Tank's scared and he don't want to fight, and Tank ain't this and he don't want to fight no black fighters. All I'm going to say is this. Tank too money hungry to turn down $20 million. That's a shitload, a lot of guaranteed money. I don't know. But what I do know is that a lot of these folks be negotiating for people behind their fucking back. I'm seeing that firsthand in my fucking face. And it's strange to me how these fighters can be in a situation where they don't even know what's going on. So I don't want to say this might be one of those situations where they have been negotiating. They turned that shit down. Not Tank. What if Tank don't? Because when Tank responded to my tweet, he said, "Y'all listening to Bill." And if that was it was that type of money, Bill would have reached out to me directly. He know how to get in contact with me, and I believe that. I think it was some backdoor negotiation going on, and Tank ain't no shit about it. I'm seeing it. I know it can happen.
Okay, so I know what she's talking about, but y'all don't know what she's talking about. But so what you're saying is you believe that the offer was legitimate, but you believe that without Tank's knowledge, his handlers turned it down. Is that what you're saying? Okay, very interesting, because I took from it, because he had made a previous tweet that Al was supposed to call him one night and he didn't call him. Right? And so then the next tweet, and I don't know, please forgive me if my timeline ain't correct, because I don't be sitting down, writing it down, and keeping up with the timeline. I just read what I read and I remember what I remember. Then he goes on to say that, Espinoza and Al were working on something that he didn't know anything about. And if we see him somewhere else, then y'all know what it is. So what did you think? What were you thinking when he said, if you see me somewhere else, y'all know what it is? What did that mean?
They doing some backdoor alley ass shit.
No, but what is if y'all see me somewhere
that
else?
Mean if that's the shit that's going on, if some fuck shit is going on, and don't be surprised if y'all see me somewhere else, because directly after that, Eddie Hearn's snake ass jumped in his DM and was like, "Let's talk," and Tank was like, "No." So everybody automatically assumed that means I'm getting ready to leave Al Heyman.
Is that what you took it to mean?
That's what I got out of that. I felt like it was because he said Steven and Al was negotiating something that he didn't know about. And if you see me somewhere else, don't be surprised.
Okay, so you took it to mean that if you see me somewhere else, you mean see me somewhere else with another promoter. Okay. I didn't take it that way. I'm gonna tell you how I took it. I'm gonna read this super chat and I'm gonna tell you how I took it. And that's why I wanted to have this conversation, because I know different people had different interpretations of that. Drink more water, thank you, Drink. He says cap season is in full effect. How we know? Because Bill talking. Where was all these interviews after the Loma fight when Devin was really a free agent? Okay, we'll talk about it, Drink. So my interpretation of that was this. He just said, okay, so we gonna go back. Frank. What's up, Frank Martin? No, Tank is no longer with the money team, but he is with Al Heyman and PBC. Okay, so my understanding was that's who he's with. That's who he's under contract with, because his contract is up with the money team. So when he says Al and Espinoza were doing something else that he didn't know about, and we may see him somewhere else, I took that as they're planning a different fight for me. So y'all gonna see me fight another fight before I give y'all the fight that y'all want. That's what I took him meaning when he says y'all might see me somewhere else. You may see me somewhere else fighting somebody else that not the fight that we all talking about. And I say that because I never felt like that was going to be the next fight anyway. I feel like Tank is going to take another fight before he gets in the ring with Devin, just because of the layoff. He didn't want to go straight into a Devin fight. So that's how I took it. I didn't think he was meaning he's going to be leaving Al Heyman in PBC. That's not how I took it at all. I was thinking he was saying, y'all gonna see me in another fight. But I thought it was very interesting because I've been hearing people in these YouTube streets telling people Steven Espinosa ain't even got a job. Oh, mildly interesting, because he's still talking with Al Heyman. So apparently he has some kind of job still. Just because you don't know what the job is doesn't mean he doesn't have a job. I love how people get on and give their opinion as if it is the gospel truth with very limited information. We are all working with very limited information, and we're trying our best to connect the dots. And we all, to some degree, think we are kind of, smart people. We may not be, me. I ain't the brightest bulb on the tree, but my light ain't dim by no stretch of the imagination. I do know, though, that I am working with limited information. So I can't get on here and tell y'all certain stuff as if I know it, because those are the dots that I connected. Just like you and I have this open conversation about what that one statement means. It meant something totally different to me than it did to you. So either one of us, if we're going with our opinion about what it means, can make a whole case for what it means. But that don't mean it's the truth. They could be right now. This could be a whole setup for the fight that we want, just to get us talking. That's what I'm hoping it is. But I don't want to get on here and go back and forth with motherfuckers all day long about who is right and who is wrong. We don't know. We don't know, y'all. We got limited information. But I just found it mildly interesting how people, instead of wanting the fight to be made, are giving every excuse in the world why it's not being made. So $20 million is on the table. Eddie confirmed that was the offer, because anything that come out of Bill's mouth is immediately questioned and shot down as a lie. Well, Eddie comes out and says it. Now, any other time, it's 50-50 on whether or not folks believe Eddie Hearn. But I guess since it's Eddie and he's saying Bill was telling the truth, then fuck Eddie too now. Well, interesting, because it just feels like to me that there's one side that's trying to make this fight happen, and there's another side that ain't really trying to make this fight happen. I remember listening to people for months and months and months and months and months and months say, why come Devin them can't send a contract? Why come Devin them can't send a contract? And I was under the impression, like a lot of people, that, since he is the apparent B-side, y'all love to say he the B-side. He can't make no demand. He the B-side. He couldn't send a contract. But when you have the money accessible, you can, apparently. So he sends the contract. It's met with opposition. First it was 20 million, and I heard people say, why would he take 20 million when he made 30 million against Ryan? Y'all don't listen. Y'all don't hear to comprehend. You just listen to respond and refute and knock down. The guarantee was 20 million. That wasn't including the pay-per-view and the back end and none of that. That was the guarantee pay. So I'm confused. What do y'all want from the man? What do y'all want? He did what you said he can't do. I told y'all to take them people out that box, that traditional boxing box that you want to put them in, because they don't work like that. So he did what you said he should have done. And when he did that, it's like, who are you to think you can dictate terms? So they really are damned if they do and they damned if they don't. But in the meantime, there's nothing that has come from Team Tank. Not that we know of publicly. I'm not saying that it hasn't. I'm just saying we don't know of it publicly. Friend, how do you feel about that? Like, what the fuck?
Honestly, friend, I hate to I don't like these public ass
negotiations.
And I don't even want to call this a negotiation yet, because they're not even negotiating yet. This is just a public display of we want to fight. And we get it. Like, this is one of those fights. We don't have to do this like Spence versus Crawford, y'all. Like, the facts still remain. And everybody keeps saying, y'all, how do we know this? And we ain't seen Tank fight nobody. Y'all, we just gonna see. How about that? We just gonna see. All I can say is this. I don't like for Bill to be on all these channels. It gives these people reason to go and break down what he's saying and take it amongst themselves to add words in it and pause it right before he says something and add their 2 cents. And then once everybody forgot about what Bill was saying and everything that they were saying, they'll go and play the rest of the clip to make it seem like Bill was saying something that he wasn't saying. We don't need any interpreters. Like, if he said something, that's what he said. These fights can be made. These fights 100% can be made, and it's not hard for them to make the fight with the names of the people that are fighting. We are talking about the Gervonta Davis and the Devin Haney, former undisputed champion, guy that be knocking people out with no belts. We can make this fight. Let's stop fucking around like the money ain't there, like the money won't make itself. This is literally a small version of Spence versus Crawford. Give these people what they asking for. All this back and forth. You turned down 20 million. Oh, it was 5 million. I don't want to see that shit in the public. Keep that shit amongst yourselves, because you're giving these fucking weirdos damn content. And they sit up. Y'all, tomorrow, let me see a Devin Haney video tomorrow. Y'all thought I was bullshitting because I told y'all Friday. I want tomorrow is Monday. Y'all have 2 weeks left in the year. These final 2 weeks, y'all make it an effort to not make a Devin Haney video next week. It's really, really weird and strange how y'all be doing stuff. I don't like it. But the stuff that y'all saying, y'all lying, he lying, they not, we don't know what's saying what. We getting he say, she say. We seeing Devin's promoter, dad, manager, mechanic, hairdresser. He everything. We see him saying it, and we don't see Tank them saying nothing. So it seemed like Tank ain't giving us shit to say, and Bill giving everything to say, but y'all like to call Bill a liar, and Bill lie. And when people start asking y'all, well, what did Bill lie about? Like, y'all, he offered me, he said he offered Matias $4 million. That wasn't the truth. They offered me Tiafimo $2 million. We don't know, y'all. We don't know what that paperwork looked like was sent. They can come out here and pull 5,000 numbers out their ass. Either you gonna believe it or you not gonna believe it. Either way, it still doesn't change the fact what number was on that contract that was sent. Some money was sent. Now, do you know how much money it was? No. All you know that there was some how did I have the 20 million? You know what I'm saying? Like, 20 million came out of somewhere. And that might not even been the right number. But Bill said 20 million.
Bill said 20. Eddie said 20.
Eddie said 20. Somebody lying. And Tank them ain't said shit.
Ain't said a mumbling word.
Meanwhile, every title on y'all video is Devin Haney. We done had a shitload of fights since Devin Haney and Regis Prugarus. Well, y'all ain't got nothing else to talk about. I mean, every day is Devin, and it might not even start with Devin. It might start with something else, and guaranteed it's gonna end up Devin.
I already told you my theory on that, because those a lot of those channels are the ones who accuse other folks of being paid.
It's propaganda, man. Like, I'm not even gonna say these people are getting paid at this point. They doing this shit for views. And like I said a long time ago, y'all, slutting y'allself for views ain't cool. You might as well buy followers if that's what you're gonna do. If you're gonna slut yourself for views, you might as well buy followers. And a lot of that is going on around here.
Drink More Water says, Give Dev the same energy you all, in caps, gave Bud. If Devin hasn't taken his ass over to Al Heyman to make a fight, it's a duck, right? Dev versus Sandra Martinez. Well, drink. I'll say this. You all wasn't necessarily me. I know where you're coming from with that, though. But as I said before, and I'll say it to you again, because I don't know if you heard me the first time I said it. Devin Haney and DHP does not move in the same traditional sense that the rest of these boxers move in, i.e., Terrence Crawford. He was never signed to Top Rank the way Bud Crawford was. He was never signed to Top Rank and shitted on by his promoter the way Bud Crawford was, okay? So when people were telling Bud Crawford to leave Top Rank and sign with the PBC, it was partially because he was getting shat on by his promoter, who told us all he could have built mansions in Beverly Hills with the amount of money that he lost on Bud Crawford. So that was cute, but it was null and void, okay? They don't move that way. They could very easily sign a miniature contract with the PBC, but why do that when Al Heyman himself has already told Devin and Bill, hey, y'all might want to go over there and sign with DAZN because they can give you the guarantee that I cannot. There's that too. So again, that was cute. And I know what you were trying to do with that, but it's a hell no. Not the same situation. Not. Main Biker, he says, monkey mouth dudes hate that the Haney's are bosses and in control. You know, Main Biker, that's another thing that I've noticed. They really are mad.
It ain't got nothing to do with that.
What you think?
It ain't got nothing to do with that. They're bosses and in control and shit. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with that. It's just the fact that he young. He ain't gotta do half the shit that any of he done did more than that. More than half of the things that some of these guys done did. They jealous. Because they favorite fighter ain't moving it like that. It ain't got nothing to do with being no boss. He ain't even gotta sell a zillion pay-per-views. It's the fact that they favorite fighter ain't moving it like that. Ain't got no belts. Ain't never had no belts. You know what I'm saying? And like, don't get me wrong. Y'all know Tank myself Chief nephew, but goddamn, we gotta be factual about the shit. Your favorite fighter ain't getting you nothing to move about. That's why every last one of their videos say Devin Haney. And it ain't just one channel. It's about 15 channels that I can point out. And I'm not gonna point y'all out, but it's literally 15 channels. Go down their timeline. Devin Haney, Devin Haney, Devin Haney, Devin Haney, Haney, Devin, Bill. Bill's a bitch. Devin Haney in his cars. Devin Haney. When Devin went to jail. Oh Lord, have mercy. I thought they was fixing to have a damn Last Supper. It's strange to me, like why y'all would be, and like I know we got to get to that damn super chat down there, but y'all better stop listening to these people that be giving y'all shit to hate on, cause they be giving y'all shit to go and regurgitate back on y'all channels, and y'all don't know. My sources told me. Your sources is motherfucking Rick Glacier and his wife wear gas station wigs. Is that the people we trusting?
Our good brother 78 Sports TV come through stomping. I already know from this first sentence, I already know that he drinking. I already know that he probably on it 1738 this evening. But I'm going to read it anyway. Because you and him are spirit animals. In some kind of way, I got to find a way to get both of y'all to an open mic comedy stand-up event. 7A says, Tank Coochie Pink and his booty hole brown. If Dev ain't the face of boxing, please tell me why these nappy-headed house ninjas can't talk about nobody but Dev. But see, you can't tell them that either because they get offended. They get offended. Why is he so confident? How dare he call himself the face of boxing? How dare him? How dare he do this? He is not the face of boxing, but you talk about him every day. Do you not realize you're making him the face of boxing? If he's not, he will be. If y'all keep talking about it like you do every
and then
single
y'all gonna
day.
talk him into Floyd. How Floyd, these people hated Floyd so much, they bought his shit to go in there and watch him lose. What the fuck y'all think y'all doing? And I made a tweet the other day, and like every day that shit goes out to be fucking true. Every day there is a hater hating on a star, drawing more attention to that person because of your hate. Like, these people want to see what Devin gonna do. They hate them because of you. And all you did was sold a motherfucking another ticket. Because now they want to see if he is that guy that you hating on. And if he going to beat this fighter that you saying that he going to lose to. This pillow-fisted man. That had Regis looking like he got jumped in the middle of downtown.
Like he walked into the wasp nest. I really try to step back and be objective. I know I identify that I am a bigger Devin Haney fan than I am a Tank fan, but I really do like Tank Davis. But just looking at it and looking at what's being said, the moves that are being made, again, I understand Bill Haney's role in this. His job is to have you talking. That's why he is on all of these YouTube channels. He is his son's promoter, okay? And not in the traditional sense. So he has mastered the art of keeping his name relevant, thumping in these streets here on YouTube, because this is really where boxing lives right now. He's mastered that. I ain't mad at it at all. I'm not mad at it. But a lot of y'all y'all can't process that. So it angers you so much. And you feel like it's your life's purpose to expose something that ain't really there to expose. Like, yeah, keep talking. It just, for me, because I like some of the channels, it's redundant. So I'm like, okay, goddamn. Tell me about your favorite fighter. I want to hear about how you feel about how Tank is moving in these streets. What's going on? Because it's been a lot of contradictions. There's been a lot of things to question about Tank Davis. Okay, so is he with Al Heyman? Is Leonard Ellerbe still a part of his team? I mean, Leonard Ellerbe clearly is a major part of the money team. So is he taking on Tank as an individual client outside of the money team? There are so many things that we can ask questions about where it pertains to Tank Davis, but there's no energy for any of that. All of the energy is for the folks that they say they can't stand. All of the energy is for Tank, for Devin Haney and Bill Haney, and now Eddie Hearn, because they've actually come up with $20 million to offer this man as the A side of the equation, from my understanding. But then there's a select group of people who will, you know how I feel about the word cap, that will say that they're lying, it's not true, without any information about that. None whatsoever. Please, somebody tell me, did Tank say, what has anybody from the team said that there wasn't? What I'm waiting. I'm still waiting to hear. I'm still waiting to hear. L9, I see your comment. Rick Glazier and others also said he did 50K per perfume. And that's so interesting because Rick Glazier is the same one who told y'all that Tank and Ryan did like 61K.
Rick Glazier is the same person that told y'all that Errol Spence Jr. was paralyzed and he'd never fight again. I'm not listening to no man that his wife wear gas station wigs. and he sell lemon cars, and you went to jail for racketeering and money laundering and all that fucking weird nigga. I don't trust nobody like that. You's a professional thief.
But all of a sudden, his word is bond and the gospel truth. Some kind of way he not lying this time because it's Devin them. He gives the truth. Meanwhile, I don't think the Zone, they don't really give out their pay-per-view numbers, really, do they?
They don't. And Bill ain't got no shit. I'm gonna tell you this. Y'all already know how I feel about Javante in this fight. I told y'all I didn't want to watch this motherfucking fight. So I don't give a shit if they make this shit or not. Because I don't want to see my kids stretched out on national fucking television, since I gotta reiterate the shit to y'all again. What I'm telling y'all is it's some back alley shit going on over there. The motherfuckers ain't got no organization, and some shit is going on without Tank fucking knowledge. So whoever Tank fighting, he ain't choosing it.
But he was his own boss. He his own boss.
Yeah, y'all believe that shit if you want to. Some folks are their own boss. Friend, I'm an elephant.
No, but that's the thing. Why come we ain't even deep diving into that? Why come we ain't exposing that?
Because Devin Haney is more important. Devin Haney is the source right now, and we gonna get it all from Devin Haney. We don't give a shit to talk about nobody else. Blah 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 blah. Drink. I never say call Al no more. You will never hear me say call Al no motherfucking more. You hear me?
Drink. It was called Al because Bud ain't Bill. Bud ain't Devin. It was called Al because Bud wasn't Bill. Bud isn't Devin. That's the part y'all don't understand. That's the part that's so hard for y'all to comprehend. They don't move like the traditional boxing model. That's the part that is so hard. Y'all the kind of people Harriet Tubman wanted to shoot. Because you don't think shit is possible because it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Y'all the plantation workers that did not want to leave because, you know, we got it good over here. Y'all them kind. And I hate to use that terminology, but that's just the first thing that comes to mind for me. Just because you've never seen it done this way.
Put this black shirt on. You didn't change your outfit. You was supposed to be. You supposed to be in heaven today, and you sending these folks right to hell.
You show right. My bad.
Angel in disguise. She was Brandy Norwood. Angel in disguise.
It's just supposed. I get so upset because I'm like, damn, y'all really are. Okay, whatever. DQuest 007, thank you. He says the Haneys will have no problem doing co-promotional deal with Al Heyman to secure Mario Barrios, Keith Thurman, and then Tank Davis. 4D chess move. Some of y'all get it. I'm just saying.
I want to know if everybody call Al, all this Al and all this shit, why all these fucking fights ain't getting made since everybody can call Al. Now listen, y'all know I have always been Showtime, PBC, them my people. I got some issues with my folks, okay? And all that call Al shit, it's some bullshit to me. It ain't sitting right in my spirit. So what I'm going to say to y'all about Gervonta Davis, there's some shit going on without his fucking knowledge. You can believe what you want to believe. I'm not here to cap for you. All I'm going to tell you is there's some shit going on. Y'all don't know about it. I don't know about it. But they keep talking about motherfucking Devin Haney. So that's all we worried about at this point. What Gervonta got going on apparently ain't important at this time, because instead of them getting to the bottom of Tank's situation, wanting to know what's going on with Tank, we're getting Devin Haney. That's why I said on Monday, we need to have another title other than Devin Haney. We need to start asking some Gervonta questions
we need to start asking. That's all. That's where I am with it at this point. Can we ask some questions of Javante? That can we ask him to do something? Because he told us that he is his own boss now. He is free and clear and rid of the money team. Okay. Leonard Davis tried to tell Leonard Ellaby tried to tell us that, you know, he is his own man. Tank calls the shots. Tank does what he want to do. Cool. What do you want to do, Tank? Sweetheart, what do you want?
I'm going to 140, bro. That's what Tank said. Tank, you know what? This is what I'm going to say about all of this. We be so worried about the wrong shit. We be worried about the shit that don't concern us. We should be at this point, we should be debating who's going to win the fight. We talking about where the money coming from. That's not our fucking job.
It is not. You know what I heard today? The strangest thing. We're going to let y'all go because we're going long today. But I just have, that's why I feel like people be lying and shit. They be lying. Because I heard somebody say, oh, well, if the money coming from Saudi Arabia, what they gonna do? Take the fight over to Saudi Arabia? We gonna have Tank and Devin fight over in Saudi Arabia? I thought we just wanted to fight. I didn't know we cared about where the fight is happening. Cause listen,
y'all ain't going to that shit no motherfucking where. Y'all be stealing.
Friend,
how the fuck did y'all watch that fucking Devin Haney fight while y'all reporting them fucking pay-per-view numbers? You hoes fire stick that shit. Stop the cap. We ain't gonna cap.
Listen, I ain't filthy rich, but bitch, I'm barely broke. Okay? And I'm not finna sit up here and cap to y'all and act like I'm finna pay huge dollars in the good US of A to go see a Tank and Devin fight. I'm gonna be watching that from the comfort of my home. Okay? The comfort of my home. I don't know what y'all bank accounts look like, but I'm not finna act like and throw a conniption fit if the fight has to be in Saudi Arabia. Who cares? All I want to do is see the fight. What y'all scared of? What you scared of? You think, ooh, it might be a neutral site? What? Why is that a problem? Why are we worried about where the money coming from? All he needs to know is that the money is good.
Don't worry about where the money coming from. How about this is what you do? All you channels, Devin Haney channels with your Devin Haney hate. And like y'all, again, I don't have to say what my feelings are about this fight. I done already told y'all why I didn't want to see this fight. But with that being said, y'all pile up all y'all super chat monies. Go ahead and start your passport process now, because I know y'all ain't got shit. Start your passport paperwork now, because it's gonna take you about 6 months to do it. Stack your little coins up and your little super chat dollars and your little check that you get on the 21st, and save your coins up, because at the end of the year in 2024, you'll be able to afford to go to Saudi. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the GoFundMe for us to go to Saudi as Tank fans. Or how about let's buy the pay-per-view. Let's start a GoFundMe. Everybody put in $10 so we got enough money. And then when the pay-per-view comes, we'll split all the money up and everybody got pay-per-views bought. How about a plan? If I see y'all talking about Devin next week, to YouTube, Twitter, hell, you go. Because I am reporting your shit. I'm telling you right now, it was me. If you get a report, I'm letting you know. Y'all go back and watch this motherfucking show. All you niggas that be calling people to tell people what folks talking about on y'all shows, y'all call these niggas right now so they can come watch this shit. Monday morning. Well, I see Devin Haney in your title. I'm sending your shit straight to the motherfucking gulag. That's where your ass is going.
Well, get ready, because it's going to be an early morning show that's going to be all about it. I already know. I can tell you right
reported. You's getting reported. Your ass is going to YouTube jail, however the fuck they set that shit up over here. I am reporting your page. Y'all got too much to talk about. There's entirely too much to discuss. Let me see Devin Haney. If I go in, if y'all title don't even say Devin Haney, and I come in there and y'all talking about Devin Haney, y'all reporting that shit. Right to the gulag, your ass gone. Get the fuck out of here. And I'm gonna keep reporting your shit. I don't give a damn if you didn't got up to 10K. I'm getting your fucking page off the goddamn internet. Cause you know why? A whole lot of y'all channels didn't survive after that Spence versus Crawford shit. They make Tank versus goddamn Devin, and Devin, however the outcome may be, the channel is done for. Y'all gotta find a new fight to fucking lash on, and y'all got a new fight every fucking weekend.
Every weekend is something
Yeah.
that you listen. I ain't telling folks how to run their channel.
I am me.
I
I will. I don't
yeah,
give my friend nice. I don't give a fuck. Y'all shit trash, and I don't be wanting to watch it because I get tired of y'all in there sweating, talking about fucking Devin. I can't believe a 23-year-old man, 24-year-old man making y'all sweat like that.
He 25 now.
Oh, he turned 25. That's even fucking worse. A 25-year-old man got y'all in there busting a sweat, going to other people's channels and shit, crying about his fucking 25-year-old activity. Y'all are discussing shit that's out of y'all pay grade. Y'all don't sign these fucking checks, and your little pay-per-view sales ain't gonna decide if this shit get made. Fuck is wrong with y'all? I'm reporting your ass. That's all. That's it. We ain't even gotta fucking keep going there. You're getting reported.
Mr. Munt, OG, how you doing? He says the strangest thing to me is the Bud fans who I guess seem to feel that they have to dislike Devin simply because Bud rocks with Shakur. That shit is stupid. It is. Man, say. Mike Jones, thank you, Mike Jones. He says, why make a fight with DAZN when you got an Amazon deal? Well, you make a fight with DAZN because apparently Amazon ain't offering you 20 million guaranteed. Apparently. Allegedly. That's why.
I'm reporting y'all asses. That go, and it's not just a color thing. I don't give a shit if you black. I don't give a shit if you white. I don't give a shit if you Mexican. I don't care if you identify as a dog. What I'm telling you is, it's too much shit for y'all to talk about. I see that talk about Devin Haney next week more than one. Y'all don't even get one time. Talk about Devin Haney all next week. Your ass is getting out of here because I'm gonna report your shit, and I'm gonna keep doing it every day. I'm gonna come to YouTube specifically to report your shit.
7-8 Sports TV came back. He says, I really can't believe Drink is in this chat acting like a scorned woman over Spence versus Crawford. You already won, homie. Let it go. Get you one of them baby wipes and go front to back. Ooh, oh, damn. Now, 7-8. But for real though, you are what is he, friend? A sore winner. What are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing here? What's up, Jonathan Jackson? Jonathan Jackson says Tank is the Goldilocks of boxing. 130 is too small. 140 is too big. 135 is just right. And I do mean Goldilocks. I do mean Goldilocks. CW, we will be back here on Friday to discuss the weigh-ins and give our picks for the Saudi card. We do this every Friday night at 9:30 Central Standard Time and every Sunday evening at 7:30 Central Standard Time. We come back and discuss the events that took place on Saturday and whatever other boxing news that has been trending. So look, we done took up enough of y'all time. And we really do appreciate all the feedback in the chat. Friend, do you have anything else that you want to discuss with the people?
Sure do. We have held about 300 people in here for about 2 hours. Like, y'all didn't leave. Y'all stayed majority of the show. So now, since you're here, you like the content, go ahead and hit the like button, the subscribe button. We are already getting past we just got the 4K, y'all. And we are already on to our next goal, like, really quickly. So 5K tomorrow, 200K by the end of the week, and we will be back on Friday. We have a hell of a weekend of boxing coming. Crazy weekend of boxing coming. So I hope y'all are prepared. We will be back to discuss it. No, we're not watching that shit with y'all. That's a 5-hour card, and we got stuff to do. So we will see y'all back on Friday, and then are we gonna come back Sunday? That's Christmas Eve.
Is that Christmas Eve?
Mm-hmm.
We can.
You know what? We might as well do the show together Sunday.
We shall do.
We'll discuss that.
We'll discuss.
We'll discuss that. We might have a surprise for y'all.
We might. BFTV Boxing, he came in. He said Shakuchi had. Oh wow.
Shakuchi.
Damn. Shakuchi has no fans. They are Devin haters, and that's why nobody gives a fuck about him right now. Lil Tank is the most protected fighter in boxing, and Canelo has never done anything like this.
Say that. Give King Canelo his credit. Y'all be talking all that shit about Canelo. You goddamn right.
Listen, y'all, we appreciate y'all for coming through and sticking around and hanging around and chit-chatting with us on this good Sunday evening. We will return next Friday, 9:30 Central Standard Time, to discuss the day of reckoning and everybody that's on that humongous card. Do us a huge favor on your way out. Please hit the like button and subscribe button and share it with your friends so that if they could come back and we can kiki and have a good time again on Friday and next Sunday. Okay. We appreciate y'all. 200K by in the morning, please. Okay. We just hit 4K, but we're trying to hit 200K by in the morning. Okay, so if you could, please and thank you, we'd appreciate it. We'll see y'all on next Friday. Have a great week. Okay, mind your tone and delivery. I did so much better this time around. I made a concerted effort to mind my tone and delivery. What you say? Bye, y'all. We'll see y'all. Mo 2013, get your friend, cause she, Lord Jesus. Bye. Y'all have a good week.